Hi Blabbers, Blabbermouth here, and welcome to a new video. Well, most of you know that I'm a huge Mortal Kombat fan. As you look behind me, you see Sub-Zero, and there's another Sub-Zero pop there, and a Scorpion pop, and enough Mortal Kombat stuff. But I'm still working on the game room, and this is the old ugly arcade cabinet. I'm actually working on a new one with a friend of mine, and look what we already have. I'm going to pick it up. This is going to be the control panel! Yeah, control panel, Mortal Kombat, Scorpion, Sub-Zero style. I got this from a guy who once had a Mortal Kombat arcade cabinet. He didn't want it anymore, so he gave it to me for free. And he also gave me this part of the arcade cabinet that I'm going to use to create the new one. More on that later. Let's talk about Mortal Kombat 11 Aftermath.
Our work is finished, Liu Kang.
Lord Raiden.
It falls upon you to architect a new history.
After last year's Mortal Kombat 11 storyline ended, I never would have thought that the storyline would continue. Of course, I knew there would be coming more characters or different stuff, but that they would expand the storyline in the way that they did with Mortal Kombat 11, I am so happy. At the end of last year's game, Liu Kang became Fire God Liu Kang, thanks to Raiden, and after defeating Kronika. He was there to change the timeline up, or at least, well, not change the timeline, making a new timeline where all his friends come back. Everything is how it's supposed to be without the Mortal Kombat battle and the pain of the battle. But then, at the beginning of Mortal Kombat 11 Aftermath, as we've seen in the trailer, Shang Tsung enters through a portal together with Nightwolf and Fujin. And they tell Liu Kang and Raiden that if they do this without Kronika's crown, which Liu Kang destroyed after destroying Kronika because, he killed Kronika while the crown was on her head, they cannot shape the timeline as they should. Things will go wrong. And of course, Liu Kang and Raiden don't trust Shang Tsung in this, but after a little talk with Fujin and Nightwolf, they decide, okay, let's do this. Let's do this together. Let's change the timeline for the best. And having Shang Tsung actually playing nice here is actually fun to see because he's up to his usual schemes of realm domination. And on top of that, getting so much contact with Cary Hiroyuki Tagawa from the original movie as Shang Tsung makes everything so much better. Seeing him again, well, actually we saw him last year, but reprising the role as Shang Tsung after the original Mortal Kombat movie from 1995, the little kid in me had a big smile on my face. This guy is made to play Shang Tsung. I know there's a new movie coming out, but no one is going to top this guy as Shang Tsung. But the main point really for the Mortal Kombat 11 Aftermath is actually a showcase for the various Mortal Kombat related DLC characters. This means that characters like the Joker and Spawn and of course Robocop will not be involved, but instead the focus is placed on the other DLC characters for the game to date. So also not, of course, the Terminator, but this does include Shang Tsung, Nightwolf and Sindel from the previous DLC that we got last year. And the Fujin and Shifra from this DLC will also be main characters in the new storyline. And each character gets their own chapter where you control that character in typically around 5 fights, which is a little bit more than last time. That was centered around 3 fights, so that's pretty cool. And Shao Kahn even gets thrown in there a bit together with Sindel, and which is a cool thing that sometimes you get the choice which character you want to play as. Or do you want to play as Sindel? Or do you want to play as Shao Kahn? Which doesn't affect the storyline per se, but you can see like a different little tiny different story where if you example choose Sindel who fights Cassie Cage, or if you choose Shao Kahn who fights Johnny Cage. There's a little bit difference there. But because the thing is, he falls in the gray area where he was technically not post-game DLC, but it was a pre-order bonus that you had to purchase otherwise. But while sometimes story DLC can feel tacky and unnecessary, Mortal Kombat 11 Aftermath actually feels like a perfect amendment to the original game due to time travel nature already presented in the games prior. Because they already deal with time travel in Mortal Kombat 9, I think, and they expand on that part of the universe, which is actually pretty cool, and it actually manages to weave the DLC characters in with the existing characters. So through like a lot of these fan favorites mostly stay in the background throughout. In the end, the story itself is not absolutely required to understand the story of Mortal Kombat 11 and likely the future of the series, but it's a lot of fun, and I had so much fun playing this DLC. It felt like it always should have been part of the game, but in a good way. And actually, next, beside the story expansion, the Aftermath DLC for Mortal Kombat 11 also comes with 3 brand new characters, as I spoke a few minutes earlier, like Fujin, Shiva, were already mentioned, and of course RoboCop is in there. And I'm a big RoboCop fan, at least the original movie, and the second one was okay, the third one sucked, and the last RoboCop movie, the reboot, sucked even more. But having RoboCop in here, I was actually afraid he was too bulky and robotic-y. But he's a pretty cool character, and he has some nice moves, and the coolest thing is, he is voiced by the original RoboCop Peter Weller. And that is so much better than the fake Terminator voice, which resembles Arnold Schwarzenegger, but this is the official Peter Weller RoboCop speaking and doing the voice. Yeah, well, the one thing I want to talk about before we're going to end this review, and I'm going to give my points to the review, is that there's also a free DLC that came out the same day as this paid DLC, which is you get the old school stage fatalities. You're gonna get friendships, which is so cool, and I'm gonna talk about it in a later video, because friendships are back, people. Friendship. I wish they did that with you. Now it just says friendship. But okay, so that's pretty cool, and well, that's actually, I mean, Mortal Kombat is already the king of story mode when you talk about fighting games, and this Mortal Kombat 11 Aftermath adds even more enjoyable content with a DLC character focused plot, adding in the 3 new DLC characters with Fujin, Shiva, RoboCop. It sweetens the deal, and it's a nice package to have. Thank you guys for watching this video. I'm gonna give this like an 8.5 out of 10, because I am a Mortal Kombat fan and they expanded the universe in a good way. Thanks again for watching this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. See you guys later. Next time I'm going to be back with another Mortal Kombat video. I'm going to talk about the friendships. I'm going to take a look at them. Thank you guys. See you later. Blabbermouth out.
No one can predict what happens next. Not even me.